$120,000 in a year, you dumb making $30,000.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go through some of people's worst financial decisions. In the heat of the economy right now, I think that these videos are so educational and really good for just teaching people what not to do with their finances. So let's jump right into it. Quite a few of these are Caleb Hammer. He's my favorite. And yeah, let's jump right in.
This is at a 792% interest rate. What the possible are you doing? What the possible are you doing?
That one, I really don't remember what that one was for.
You borrowed 500.
Yes, yeah.
What's your total you're paying back by the end?
I think it was like 15, wasn't it? Or 2,000?
$4,000. $4,000 for $500.
But that's one.
Are you giving me a butt from that?
No,
You're
I was
giving me
gonna
a fucking butt. What did we go to? The roller coaster park this time?
No, I was gonna say that's one of the ones that we were gonna try and pay off like with more than the minimum payment. We weren't gonna do the minimum
Says
payment.
the person with negative money in their checking account. F you! That's a great plan with no actionability that you're able to do behind it. What are you talking about?
I do not even think she understands what she signed up for. Like, there was shock on her face. And obviously, a 792% interest rate is absolutely diabolical. It is insane. I didn't even know it existed until seeing this video. But I think part of the issue is the financial illiteracy. She didn't even know what that would amount to. $4,000 to borrow $500. I don't know. Into the comments we go. First one says a 792% interest rate shouldn't even be legal, with 5,000 likes roughly. I truly didn't even know that was possible. Yeah, same. The disgust on his face. Yes.
You're door dashing to your car while you're door dashing.
Right. Door dashing all the time. You kind of have to eat while you're out driving.
Where are you door dashing?
Yeah.
What, you have to eat, go out to eat while you're so you order
was out all
DoorDash to
day.
your car while you're parked in a parking lot waiting for a DoorDash? What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. That's
No,
basically
you did
real
not.
life. Yeah.
No, you didn't.
That's real life.
You did not DoorDash to a parked car.
Sometimes, yeah. Do what you got to do when you're door
That is
dashing.
not what you gotta do. You're in a car. You're near the restaurants.
Yeah, but if sometimes you're too lazy to get out of the car and you get another
Just go
order,
through the
What do you think a
drive-through.
drive-through is?
it's easier just to door dash it to your car.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it actually?
yeah.
Because that is a much longer wait than you're already in the car near the restaurant waiting for an order.
Right. So then you can play around on your phone and do other things.
Whoa, buddy, you're trying to pay the bills for your 2 kids, one being a 10-month-old, and you find this acceptable?
Oh, yeah.
What the? What the? Dude, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. And reminder, literally about 10 minutes ago, you opened with, my wife is bringing me into debt. You're door dashing to your car while you're door dashing.
Right.
Which, by the way, a single DoorDash to your own car, you have to work, what, an hour and a half to even make that back?
Just about almost 2 hours sometimes on a low day. On the weekend,
You're
it's
just
more.
fully admitting this and fully accepting this. Dude, this is the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's how you get in debt. You
Yeah,
just don't
not
think
the
about
wife,
it.
you tit.
Door dashing to his car. First of all, DoorDash, Uber Eats, all of those food delivery services, just never ever use them. Literally, they are so upcharged with taxes and fees and delivery fees and just ins and outs, just everything. Just the biggest waste of money. Literally, just go to the store, buy your own food, learn how to cook. It could be spaghetti. It could be peanut butter sandwiches. It could be cereal and milk. Like, literally, just learn how to, like, cook for yourself. Just provide food, even if you eat, like, bars and stuff. But I don't know, when people, I've never heard an excuse like this before. It is insane. I'm in awe. One comment says, I mean, laziness aside, the audacity to decide to pay extra for food just to not have to go through a drive-through yourself just seems so unreal. literally drive a few feet through the drive-through. It's convenience. You're literally paying for convenience, but that is just diabolical. That's like a whole nother level. This specific video definitely made the internet go absolutely wild. It was just, it's unfathomable. I don't know.
Go get a job. Work 40 hours a week, 9 to 5.
I don't want to.
There it is.
I don't
Government,
want
Kansas, Missouri, take away her food stamps right now. Did you just hear that? Take them away. I'm not even kidding.
I will
You
say,
don't want to? F you. That
No,
is
I
not
really
a
don't want
choice.
to.
Huh?
I don't want to.
Then that is not fair. That is not a choice. Subsidies should be there and even more for those who
sure.
cannot.
For
you
sure.
can and you're choosing not to because you do not want to. And I knew the more and more I pushed on it, we would find out that you're doing this because you want to. Straight up, not because you can. Using ADHD and autism, yes, is he able to communicate with other people?
Yes.
Okay, then I don't want to hear it. Come on. He's every Gen Beta
Who
ever.
knows?
Gen Alpha, Gen Beta. He is every single one of them born.
Maybe.
They're all getting diagnosed with this. If he's able to communicate with people and he's able to do things, and you're right, he probably didn't need the accommodations that you're thinking based on everything you're telling us. The more information is unlocked, the more we're finding out he could probably just go to school.
Well, he is back in regular school now because he was missing
Who would've
things
thought?
that should have been taught when he was in kindergarten and first
Who would
grade,
have fucking thought?
and we needed help filling those holes.
Well, you would make more money, by the way, getting a babysitter that could watch 2 hours between school and you getting home. And you going and actually making money like a fucking adult. 31? What a joke.
I know.
I do not understand how Caleb keeps his calm with these people. I think a lot of the time, people that come onto his show make insane excuses. Sometimes people need extra assistance. Like, I completely get that. But a lot of the people on his show just downright don't want to work, just don't want to change their ways, don't want to change their patterns, don't want to learn delayed gratification. And you need that to become financially stable. Could have gotten a babysitter for that small bit of time in between her workday for that, and just completely decides to refuse to work at all. These comments just highlight the fact that a lot of people work 3 jobs, and yeah, I don't want to work, but I have to, and I do. And basically telling him to expose these people, because it's true, they are abusing the system if they're just choosing not to work. She is the problem. So many like this, unfortunately. Yeah.
Don't fucking spend $120,000 in a year, you dumb making $30,000.
A lot of this stuff are one-time purchases that are not going to be made in subsequent
And you
years.
need them to survive.
One-time purchases.
And you need them to survive.
One-time purchases.
And you need them to survive.
This is what I'm talking about. One-time purchases.
To survive.
That are not going to be made in 2025
Doesn't
or
matter. You
2026.
needed them to
Tell
survive.
us
So
what-
our spending.
Hey,
you,
tit.
our spending is going to go down because of those one-time
No,
purchases are no
that's
longer
not how
on the
this
budget.
works. Next year, maybe you'll want to buy a
What
chin.
are the- Okay, he would not say what these purchases were. If it was a house, that's different. But people just rationalize. They rationalize these purchases. And they don't tell Caleb the whole truth. It's like, aren't you on the show to get help? I'm not even going to show you guys the comments. A majority of them are just about the chin comment. But let's just move on.
This truck was one of the worst financial decisions of my life, and let me tell you why. I bought it a little over a year ago. At the time, I purchased it for around $125,000. I put down around $50,000 and my payment came out to around $1,375 per month. Currently, I still owe around $69,000 on the balance. This truck's current value is probably $80,000 max if I want to go sell it. Let's do some quick math. I put down $50,000. I've been paying $1,375 for a little over a year. That's around $17,000.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop it right here because a $125,000 truck, a $1,300 per month car note. That is literally a rent payment in some apartments. I don't understand. And I feel like I always see it's like young people signing for these car loans. Do you understand how much work it is to just pay the car note? Not even your other bills and utilities and groceries and stuff. That's a lot of money. I don't know. I don't know. The comments, who spends $125,000 on a truck? We all learn from bad experiences. Yes, but sometimes they will ruin you. They will literally ruin you financially. And this is why I love watching these videos, because it teaches people, and I hope other people watch these videos, because it teaches them to not make these same mistakes. 50% down, why not just buy a car for $50K? Own it, bro. What did you do this for? Because a $50K car is for the brokies. See, that's the exact reason. Everyone needs to be driving the biggest, most updated thing for their image. It's just like, it's just an image thing. And then a lot of people probably couldn't pay for that at like a young age. Not saying everyone could, but some might. I'm gonna keep driving my literally probably worth $2,000, not even, 2008 SUV, and I will be happy with it because I can sleep at night peacefully because I don't have a car payment. Like, I don't understand sometimes this generation. The mentality is just, everyone cares so much more about these big luxury things that they can show off to other people. What are the priorities? I'd rather invest my money and make that 7% back annually, roughly.
All right, bro, it's Birthday Miracle. Got you approved on that Scat Pack. They only want $3,000 down, and the payment's only $7.99 a month. So let's get it done.
I can't believe you got me approved, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, that $7.99 though, I can't swing that right now. And if I'm being truthful with you, that employment information I gave you wasn't actually accurate.
I got you, but the bank doesn't even want proof of income, so we don't got to prove all the details. Just as long as you got a job, you're good, bro.
Well, I don't have any income to prove because I don't have a job, bro.
Oh, you were just lying.
Yeah, I can't afford
Hey,
that.
but you a hustler, right? You a grinder? Get it out the mud?
Yeah,
That's what I thought. So you're going to figure that out. The bank approved it. No questions asked. So
all right.
let them worry about all that. I just need $3,000 down. I'll send you home with a Scat Pack right now.
I got $3,000, but that's all I got to my name right now, man.
Let's go. Put it down on your dream car.
Yeah, but I was trying to start like a shoe, like clothing business down in the city, so...
See, you really are a hustler. I got you. But who's going to pull up to the shoe store if there ain't a cool car out front? This is an investment for the business. 'Cause if they see like a Prius or a Honda Accord out front, they drive right by when they see the Scat Pack.
You right.
They see the Scat Pack out front, they're going to stop right in and buy all the merch. So, come on, bro. Let's invest in the business together.
All right, yeah. Makes
Man,
sense,
I'm so
man.
happy for you, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Get out the mud.
Dealerships are, you got to be strong if you go into a dealership. I think that so many young people go to dealerships and don't understand anything that's going on. They don't understand how much it takes to finance a car. A lot of these places are just going to have insanely high interest on the car that you get because you make so little income, or maybe you don't even have employment. I don't know if that's completely true, if like they would like actually finance you a car with no job. But gosh, it just traps so many people, and I hate that. I don't like the greed in it. This example, I feel like, is so common for so many videos that I saw, like researching for this video. So many young people are driven into these dealerships to get a car, even if it's not like their dream car, whatever. And then they're just signing all the paperwork to just get it done. They don't even know what they're signing. They don't even understand they're signing a 25 to 30% interest rate because maybe they're young and they don't have the credit yet, or they just don't have, high income. And then this really can ruin them. Some of the comments are a little bit interesting, more like an 18-year-old moment. Exactly. So many young people have gone and done this. $7.99, oh, that ain't bad. $500 a month for a warranty. Yeah, I think that there's so many other hidden costs too. Is either monthly payment, but then there's insurance, and then there's going to be maintenance, and there's oil changes and gas and warranties on some of these really, really nice new cars too. I think a lot of these newer cars have certain mileage checks that they want you to come in and do that every few months, and that can be super expensive, almost like $500 each time. And it's crazy.
What is one bad financial decision that you regret making in life?
Oh man, low-key buying a car like young, trying to
Oh my goodness. This is just such an unfortunate example, again, of just a person getting reeled into an insanely high car payment, car note, and then likely is just not going to be able to maintain it, and their credit is destroyed at like a really, really young age.
What is one bad financial decision that you regret making in life?
A lot of these, I feel like, definitely get repo because it's just an insane amount of money to have to pay every month at such a young age with such a low income.
Here are the 2 worst financial mistakes I ever made. And this is coming from a normal person. I'm not super financially successful, but I'm also not a disconnected rich person who's going to tell you, well, after I sold my 6th property, then I didn't quite get the return on the 7th property. No, it's nothing like that. For people that are closer to my situation, you know, you're starting to have some money that you're looking to save up or invest or whatever. These are 2 of the worst mistakes I ever made. Number 1, sports gambling. Don't do it. The only way I can tell you it's okay to sports gamble is if you have a healthy relationship with gambling, and that is that like you can put the occasional small amount of money on a game to, you know, just kind of have a good time with your friends or something like that. Gambling is an addiction just like any drug, just like anything else. But instead of hurting your body or your brain, it's going to kill your bank account. It is a sickness. It will get into your brain and it will destroy your
Okay, I just stopped it there. Again, he just continues to go into it. He mentions that it just can absolutely ruin you. I think sports betting has gotten so big nowadays. I think there's like multiple apps out there. Again, I'm not like into sports, I'm not a guy like that, but there's so many apps, and I feel like every single guy I talk to has to be betting on sports in some way, shape, or form. And I think it is such a bad way to get yourself in the deep end and dig yourself into a hole financially. Some of these comments, a lot of people say, you lost me at gambling, you lost me at sports betting. And I think there's just so many people that don't want to stop, and their friends are doing it, they're doing it, even like some families do it, and it's just something that's become so normalized. So just watch out, honestly. Another thing that he mentioned at the end of this video was talking about investing and being really careful, you know, who you go to and who you get information about when it comes to trying to invest in the stock market. And then you get into the nitty-gritty and the really, really risky part of trading, day trading. I think that people online have definitely blown up the idea of day trading and making it like a full-time kind of like income, but it is definitely a slippery slope, and you can lose thousands upon $1,000s in an instant. And a lot of people are being dragged in by these internet creators, these influencers who've made all their money off of day trading, and then they sell all these master courses to try to get you to like learn how to do it, whereas they're actually making all their money from selling these courses with all these paywalls, you know, as soon as you get into that free chat room. And it's just, it's definitely really, really risky, and it's taking a lot of people down. So beware.
Story time about one of the worst financial decisions I've ever made. Disclaimer, this is not bashing anyone, okay? No one. I have no hard feelings, no hate, no drama. From 2020 to 2022, I was an online fitness coach, and I had a full-blown business. I had employees, I had an assistant coach. At one point, we probably had like 70 clients, and I loved it. I loved it so much, but there was always this pressure to quote unquote invest in yourself and invest in your business, which I do not disagree with, okay? The more advanced you get in your business, the more you are encouraged to invest and the more expensive it gets. So I decided to spend, I'm cringing saying this, $7,000 on a business coach, and that was discounted, and it did absolutely nothing for me. So at the point of investing in this coach, my business was kind of slowing down, and I really needed help with just picking it back up, and I wanted to get to the point where I could not have to do the sales part anymore. So that was my end goal, was I really wanted to outsource the sales portion of the coaching. I really wanted to do just the social media and coach my few clients that I had. And that business coach really didn't do anything for me at all. Like, looking back, I really don't remember making any moves with her at all about anything. She told me I needed to go to therapy, and that's about it. And the fact that I spent $7,000 on that.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I feel so horrible for this girl. I think that there's so many people out there, again, with these courses that are popping up left and right. How to do this, how to do that, how to grow your business, how to make six figures online. Just like all of these are just blowing up on social media, and they are lying to so many people. They always want to sit here and flaunt that they have so much money and they're doing all this amazing stuff and they're just bringing in the dough. But these classes, these master classes, don't really even teach you anything. Those are just be aware. The biggest hoaxes, and I feel so bad for all the people that actually invest the money and figure out that it's really nothing.
I owe TJ Maxx $9,562.30. Welcome to my new series where we expose Diva's bad financial decisions so that you can feel better about yours. Who is Diva? That's me. I'm the diva of bad financial decisions, or at least I used to be. Why am I exposing these? Because you've asked. And I'm trying to pay off my Affirm and Klarna loans. So as you can see, it's $9,562.30 that I owe. Now you are seeing a over limit because this account is closed. It's in hardship. It is officially on 0% for 60 months. So this will probably be the last thing I pay off simply because it is 0%. Every time I make a payment, it goes down. Prior to entering hardship, if I only made the minimum payment, which was a little over $300 a month, $250 if I wasn't paying a late fee that month, was 22 years, and it would total $32,199 with an interest rate on purchases of 32.24%. That is stupid.
Okay, I just stopped it right there because we got it, okay? I don't know what it is when people open credit cards at stores. Home good credit card. TJ, it's like, what could you buy at TJ Maxx for $9,000, you guys? I thought TJ Maxx was kind of going down. I don't know. Just don't do it. And I love the last part when she mentions Klarna, Affirm. Don't use those. Don't take any financial advice from people that tell you to use those services. Don't even dabble in that buy now, pay later stuff.
I owned this car for literally one day. Okay, you guys, the past 2 days of my life have been so insanely stressful, and let me tell you why. So I bought my car. Woohoo! Yay! I didn't even get to really enjoy it because the financing and all of the contracting part, they fucked me so hard. They messed me up so hard. I didn't realize how bad the refinancing contract was, blase. I didn't realize any of these things until, of course, I call my father and I tell him, I'm all excited. I'm like, oh, they did this and this. And my dad's like, what? Basically, they signed me up for gap insurance, didn't need it. Honestly, guys, I can go back and forth about how shitty the contract was, but luckily there's a 2-day canceling contract fee. So instead of buying this car that I was so excited to do, I am no longer buying this car, and I'm here at Mercedes-Benz right now, and I'm dropping it off. I owned this car for literally one day. I'm just going to trade it in, forget the contract, whatever, and in a few months, I will be getting into a new car, and I say a few months because we have some life-changing things coming up that you guys don't know about yet, and you guys will know very soon, and then you will understand why it is not smart for me to get into a vehicle right now, okay? So stay tuned for that, but yeah.
First of all, she didn't own the car if it's financed, but she made a very good decision to use that 2-day contract cancellation and cancel it because that would have been insane. And no, we don't really know all the details of how they messed her up with the contract, but I'm assuming it was an insanely high interest rate. It was pretty much all finance. It was a Mercedes-Benz, so it was probably a very expensive car. And then she did mention that there's a lot of life changes that are going on, so that would add an immense amount of financial burden onto her situation as well. So smart girl. I really, I give her credit for doing the hard thing and taking it back and making that quick, smart decision. I think there's a lot of young people that I really wish they had people, you know, in their lives that they would tell these things to, and they would tell them to not do it, to educate them about this stuff and just what's not smart and what is smart. Again, with the dealerships, you know, really reeling people in, having people sign contracts that they maybe don't completely understand what they're involved in and what's included, what's not, what's needed and what's not. I think there's so many companies out there, especially car dealerships, that will tie you in to paying extra stuff, and they'll say that you need all this extra stuff when you don't. You don't need it. And I mean, when I go get anything done on my car, you know, before I say yes to anything besides an oil change, I'm going to politely tell them, well, I'm just going to go and, you know, ask my parent or this or that first. And I'll ask someone who actually understands, and I'll let them help me decide if that's actually something that needs to be done. Because some of these places do take advantage of the fact that we don't understand cars as females. Just take a second, give someone a call, and ask them first. She did the right thing with this. Well, that is it for today of other people's financial decisions, and I hope that you learned a good bit from this video and are able to take this and apply it to your life and teach some other people about it too, so we can keep others from getting into bad financial situations. I will see you next week. Give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thanks.